to Facebook with Avant healthcare professionals. Can you believe 2020 is almost over? What a year. I thought it would be a good opportunity to really talk about what's happened in 2020 and what we can look forward to in 2021. So it's been quite a year, and it started out for Avant with some pretty significant regulatory challenges that impacted our nurse pipeline. And then, as you all know, it was followed by this global pandemic that continues for all of us. Some of those regulatory challenges were the visa retrogression that we had from March 1st until July 1st, and some real significant delays with 221Gs at the exit interviews in Manila. Avant had a successful unreasonable delay lawsuit against the USCIS and Department of State, which really freed up those visas there in Manila. We've continued to see varying levels of 221Gs at exit interviews, but I'm excited to say that we'll probably have over 200 exit interviews by the end of the year, and that's since the visa bulletin has come current, and all those nurses are coming in. So if that's you, we're really excited to have you coming into our offices here in Orlando. Some of the other regulatory wins that we had the Healthcare Workforce Resilience Act introduced in the Senate as well as in the House. Just recently, there was an ABC News article that talked about how important this bill is for us to pass. I don't think that's going to happen in 2020, but we'll be on it in 2021 with the Biden administration as they look towards additional COVID stimulus packages. But that was a big win to get so many supporters in the Senate and the House around this bill that would recapture 25,000 visas for nurses to come into the U.S. And it would expedite their processing, which is really important during this pandemic. Avant has over 2,000 nurses in our pipeline with visa approvals, so that would be a big help to us. But in the absence of that, as I mentioned, we have lots of nurses that are going to exit interviews and entering the U.S. I estimate that it's close to 450 nurses that will be coming in the next 100 to 120 days. So we're excited about that. You know, other impact on our pipeline this year and on our active nurses as related to COVID meant that NCLEX testing centers were closed or limited capacity. And so that has impacted some of our nurses. But in spite of that, we're celebrating close to 1,100 visa approvals in 2020. And that's really astounding with only 27 RFEs. I mean, I can remember at the beginning of the Trump administration that we were getting hundreds of requests for evidence and hundreds of denials. And this year we got 0 denials. That is so exciting. And so we're working hard for you. And Avant takes seriously the leadership position that we have in the industry with, entering our 18th year just for Avant, and for me, it's 24 years in international recruitment. So we've learned a lot, and we're pleased to offer what we think is the best international recruitment program out there. As we look at our nurses on the front line, COVID's been hard for them. And they continue to fight it just as you may be fighting COVID on the front line in your home countries. Some of the things that they've been benefiting from, lots of overtime, the opportunity for that, which many of our nurses really like to have. We have hazard pay and shift incentives based on the client location that the nurses are able to get as well. And so, as we enter 2021, those are things that we'll continue to monitor, continue to offer. But good news, the vaccination is coming. And if you are entering the U.S. as a nurse and you are going out to our client locations, we have client locations that are already offering the vaccination. And we're really excited about that because that's the priority in this country, is to get our frontline workers and elderly in nursing homes vaccinated as quickly as possible. And so again, we're working with our client hospitals and getting those vaccinations for our nurses. You know, some of the things that are coming in 2020 or 2021 is we'll be, recruiting heavily this year. And we are excited to say goodbye to 2020, and we're welcoming the opportunity in 2021 to look ahead. Just as you probably are looking ahead and saying, what's going to happen in 2021? So if you're viewing this video and you haven't signed up for Avant, we hope that you seriously look at that in 2021. We're also offering some exciting incentives for our nurses here in the U.S. We're starting a loyalty bank. So for every hour that you work on assignment, we're putting $1 in a loyalty bank. So when you go off assignment, that's $5,000, $6,000 that you'll get in one payout. Buy that new car, put that down payment on that home. Whatever your American dream is, we want to help fulfill that. And we're excited to offer this new loyalty bank to all of our employees. We've increased all of our base salaries across the board. So all of our active nurses on assignment have gotten increases, and all of our nurses going on assignment are getting increases. And we're really excited about offering that. Avant University was introduced in 2020, and we're really excited about it. It's a great resource for our nurses on contract. And what we do is we find out what are the challenges for those nurses, whether it's heparin protocols or floating to other floors and how to be prepared for that. We try to offer the best resources for you out on assignment. And so we're really excited about that and where that will go in 2021. So why Avant in 2021? As I mentioned before, there's lots of things that we're doing to enhance the experience when you're on contract. But really, when you think about choosing a company that you want to be with to navigate the process to come to the U.S. and help you realize your American dream, I hope that you'll pick Avant. We are an industry leader. We are working on the regulatory challenges that are just inherent in this process. And we've been very successful in navigating those through the Trump years. We're looking forward to a Biden administration that is going to be much more immigration friendly. Trump introduced over 400 executive orders in his time in office, and those are all at the top of Biden's list to rescind when he comes in as the new president of the United States. So we'll be helping you navigate the process. We'll be preparing you to go out on assignment with lots of additions to our clinical transitions program, including a new electronic health record system, medication administration, modules and technology that will prepare you for being out on the assignment with our clients. So we hope that you'll contact us if you haven't already applied, and we look forward to bringing you over if you're already in our pipeline. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for choosing Avant. We look forward to working with you.